Okay. Hello. It's been a month, kind of like I said it would be after my Oppenheimer review, but we're here. Hello. How are you all doing? I did not fall off the face of the earth. I promise you that. I am still here, and I hope you all are having a great day. It's the end of the month, so it's my end of the month recap, telling you guys what happened, everything that's going on, and talking about what I watched, what I picked up, all that jazz. This is a new setup. I don't know. I moved my desk out into like my living room because I just kind of wanted to be out in my living room more, not just be in like my bedroom every time I was at home. So like I moved that, and then I had a big empty space. So I'm like, I'll put up my two posters and just sit here. I don't know. I'm not recording a lot of videos anymore, so I'm just kind of going with it as I see. I got shadow behind me. It's okay. It's fine. It'll do for now. So yeah, this month, it flew by. It is now September when I'm recording this. It's my birthday month. Yay, it's great. Football season starts. It's all going to be awesome. I'm so excited. It's going to be a great month. What happened this past month? I'm just going to kind of run through it. This is going to be kind of a shorter video because like a majority of my month is just like work. Like, I just work. I went to Florida and New Orleans. I went to New Orleans for 2 days. I met up with my family, and then we drove to Florida. We went to Disney World. You guys saw, if you like followed me on Instagram and stuff, like I posted stuff about being at Disney World. So I went to Disney World, did all that. My sister started her Disney college program, so she's working at Disney World right now as a cast member, which is cool. And we did that, and I picked up some cool stuff, which I'll show you in the haul part of this video. This shirt I'm wearing right now is one of them, which is really cool. Family, mom and dad came and stayed for the entirety of the rest of the month. Once they got here, saw my aunt and uncle for the first time in years. Went on a bunch of dates with my girlfriend. Worked my booty off. Football season just started. Didn't watch a lot of movies, didn't do a lot of stuff on the outside. A lot of my time was going to work, coming home, sleeping, and then going back to work. That really was what it was. It's the beginning of football season. We're kind of getting into the thick of it. There was a lot of preparation and a lot of meetings and things that had to be done beforehand so that football season could be smooth, and now we're here. I had my annual review, and I got promoted to ad ops lead for Chat Sports, which is really cool. I'm going to help with my bosses, James and Brett, run ad campaigns for Chat Sports. So all the sponsors we have, I'm going to be a very integral part of that. And with that comes a lot more work on my plate that I have to do, which I want to do, which I asked for. I asked for that responsibility, and I'm very excited to do it, to be completely honest. Like, we got a lot of really cool sponsors coming on during football season, but that takes away from, like, going to see movies and, like, making videos and stuff, which I already wasn't making a lot of videos, but now, like, I'm going to make the rest of the year, because I really want to, like, do a good job and kill these ad campaigns. So that's really cool. That was fun. I was very thankful. Bosses are great. I love where I work, and to have these opportunities to grow and get more responsibility at the company, smaller company that is continuing to grow, is very exciting. So that was cool. That was kind of the biggest news to come out of this month, was the promotion. That was big. So no more anxiety over annual reviews, because they're over. Yay. Now it's football season. It's going to be all fun. Okay, that's kind of what happened. Family was in town, worked, didn't watch like any movies at all. I rewatched, I saw Oppenheimer twice with my mom. So we went and saw that twice. So I saw it 5 times. I broke my record for most time seeing a movie in the theater. 5 now is Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer holds the record. Rewatched Inception. I think that's the only rewatch I did. My mom and I rewatched Inception one night. Rewatched La La Land. Did that. That was cool. That was a cool experience. Yeah, let's get to like the new releases that I watched. What did I watch this month? First things first. Literally on the first of the month, we were driving from New Orleans to Orlando. I watched They Clone Tyrone, a Netflix original that came out, stars John Boyega, Jamie Foxx. I actually had a good time with it. I watched it on my iPad in the car, so yeah, cool. Maybe not the intended place for this to be watched, but I had fun with it. I think it had I really thought there was like great chemistry between our trio of John Boyega, Teyonah Parris, and Jamie Foxx. I thought they were all great. It was like lightning in a bottle, the chemistry that they had. The writing's solid. It was a fresh, like, kind of sci-fi kind of story that was really interesting to me and something I really, really liked. You don't get a lot of that on Netflix anymore. It's a lot of kind of just cheap garbage. I haven't seen Heart of Stone yet, and I have a very, very big feeling I'm not going to enjoy that movie at all. But that's one that, like, they do. So, okay, long story short, I'm kind of babbling. I saw this movie a month ago, so I'm trying to recollect my thoughts, and I'm looking at my Letterboxd review. Writing solid, fresh story, liked the direction, it was very stylish, the soundtrack was awesome. It's highly rewatchable, I think, in my opinion. I do wish it was in theaters. I was happy I got to watch it nonetheless. I gave it an 84 out of 100. If you haven't watched it, give it a try. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Then I watched The Beanie Bubble, which it has a star-studded cast: Zach Galifianakis, Elizabeth Banks. I watched it for Sarah Snook because I love Succession so much. It's a fascinating story. It's got good performances, but the runtime is so slow. And it tried to be like a frenetic, like it tried to have that frenetic storytelling and editing like you would like in kind of like an Adam McKay type movie. I think like Vice is what comes to my mind when I'm thinking about this type of movie. It's like Vice kind of, but it just didn't work. Like the pacing wasn't good. Like it was very, very slow. The script tries to be too smart. It tries to be like an Adam McKay movie, but it doesn't work like an Adam McKay movie. And again, I'm thinking about Vice when I say that. It was very Vice-esque to me. The editing works to a point, but it does get very confusing. It tries to jump back and forth in time, and like that can work, but it doesn't always work. And I think that's like kind of my biggest issue with this movie. It gets the job done. I'm a collector, so I thought it was very interesting. But I give it 73 out of 100. Real quick jump cut because I wanted to fix the lighting. I just didn't think it looked very good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is the next movie that I watched. Once I was with my girlfriend, we went on a date, watched it. Funny, action-packed, full of heart. This was the first like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like movie or like really any content that I'd ever seen. Like I know of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I didn't live under a rock. Like I knew what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was, but I never like watched any of the movies or any of the TV shows or anything. I had a lot of fun with it. I think animation's taking like a really big dub this year, especially with Across the Spider-Verse and things like that. But like this is another example of that. Like this is like a really fun animation style. I think it worked really well with the vibe and the music and the direction and the story. Really awesome voice performances, star-studded cast with some young new additions playing our main characters, which was really awesome. And like I said already, the beautiful animation, like it's very beautiful to look at. I really liked it. I thought it was really, really good. Pacing and script hold it back just a little bit. I won't lie. Like there were some issues with one, pacing, and two, the script. And it wasn't like that it was too long. Like I think it was too short. Like I think there were moments that like you could have let breathe. I feel like it's paced incredibly too fast and they rushed through way too many scenes that I feel like probably could have had more room to breathe. So it's actually like kind of a thing like where it's like I wanted to see more. This wasn't a case of there was too much. This was a case of I wanted to see more because I was actually enjoying my time in the theater. Very good. Could have been better. I'd watch a sequel. I think it was a lot of fun. And then the next movie I saw was another movie date. You're going to see a theme for that throughout the rest of this month. Blue Beetle. I watched it. I was very excited to see it. I was very interested. I heard the great reviews. It looks really good. The trailers looked really cool, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Zolo, our main guy, he's perfect for this character. Like he's fantastic as Jaime. He's so good. He's got this charisma and this charm that you feel, and that is. It's authentic, and I really like that. He is like perfect to play this character. The direction is so stylish. Like it's got a lot of awesome Latin flair. And that's what everyone's talking about. Is it's got like the family element, and it's got a lot of really great representation and I love that. And I thought it was so great and perfect for this movie and for this character. And overall, it's a solid superhero effort from DC. Like, this is their big win of the year, in my opinion. The Flash is okay, but this is like good, solid superhero movie. And I'm really glad that this is how the DCU under James Gunn is starting. Like, the Blue Beetle is the first hero in the DCU that we're being introduced to. And I really, really liked that. It suffers from classic superhero tropes. The kind of like-powered supervillain and a weak villain behind it all, and the very big bombastic final battle sequences, and it's very formulaic, and you can guess what's going to happen, and it's very predictable. It does have some of those superhero tropes, but I think the family aspect, the emotion, like there's some really great emotional moments in here. It's all about family. Fast and Furious. Those two things alone can carry this movie past some bad superhero tropes. And that works here. Like, this movie in particular, it takes those strengths and it propels them even further than I think other DC movies probably would have. And that's really great. It does enough to leave you satisfied in the end. And I think we have a really, really, really awesome new hero in the DCU that I'm very excited to see in the future. I gave that one an 84 out of 100. I really enjoyed it. And then the last movie I watched this month, I only watched, and this is so uncharacteristic of me, I only watched 5 movies this month. 5. Technically, again, I watched Oppenheimer twice and I watched Inception, but only 5 new releases I watched this month. It's very uncharacteristic, but just had a lot going on and didn't get to the movie theater. Last one I watched was Strays. Another movie date. So that's 3 of 5 were movie dates. This is a bad movie. This is a bad movie. It's a bad movie. It's tacky. It's overstuffed. It's unfunny. It is the classic, let's throw as many ideas for jokes as we can at the wall and see what sticks. This is like Thor Love and Thunder, where Taika Waititi wants to throw a joke every 5 seconds, and it doesn't work. The only difference is, like, Thor Love and Thunder is, like, digestible enough because it's in the MCU, whereas Strays is a bunch of dogs yelling cuss words and poop jokes the entire time, and it's just not funny. There are laugh out loud moments, but a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Like that, it's just if you are throwing out so many jokes in an hour and a half runtime, 1 or 2 of them will hit. That's not good writing. That's just like, yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm going to laugh at this. Lackluster performances. I wanted better from these performances. I didn't really think any of them stood out to me. Bad writing, like I've already mentioned, and mediocre directing too. There was nothing special about this. Huge swings, huge misses. It's my least favorite movie of the year currently, score-wise. I gave it a 50 out of 100. It's my least favorite movie of the year so far. The more I think about it, the more I strongly dislike it. Like I said, there are some laugh out loud moments, but like I said, a blind squirrel will find a nut every once in a while. So I don't credit that to writing. I credit that to, there was just so much here that, like, okay, 1 or 2 of them happened to work. But there are a few bits, and the bunny rabbit bit in particular, I was like, what in the F are we doing here? Like, what is this? This is ridiculous. If you've seen the movie, you know what bit I'm talking about with, like, the bunny rabbits. And it has to also do with, like, the mushroom bit, which is in the trailer. That kind of put me over, and I was like, nah, this is not a good movie. Like, they tried something, it didn't work for me, it was in bad taste for me, and then it was a reoccurring bit throughout the rest of the movie. I just didn't like it. Did not like the movie. 50 out of 100. It is what it is. Okay, moving on to the haul. This is it. I always say these are going to be short videos. We're already up to 15 minutes in the runtime, and I still have to do my entire haul. But we're going to run through it. Okay, some things I got at Disney World. I got this Avengers t-shirt. It's a Heroes and Villains shirt, and they were selling it at Disney, which is really cool. I got a few other shirts. I got an Indiana Jones shirt, and I got a Disney World shirt. I don't have access to, like, I don't know where they are. You'll see them in future videos. But I got those. I got this notebook from Pandora Pandora Land at Animal Kingdom, which was really cool. I got a few pins that are on my backpack for work. One is an Explore Pandora pin that I got in Pandora Land. And one is an Honorary Guardians of the Galaxy pin because I got to ride Cosmic Rewind at Epcot, which is a great ride. I was a little queasy after, but it is objectively a really, really fun ride. But those are both in my backpack, so I'm not going to show you those. I do have a few other pins, though. It's funny because they're actually all Iron Man related. You guys can tell who my favorite superhero is. So this one I technically didn't get on this trip, but I finally had it given to me. So my sister bought it for me on a trip. I hadn't seen her since she went on that trip, so she gave it to me when I was here. It's this big kind of flip out pin. It's a limited edition pin that flips out. And it's Thanos' first appearance. It's a comic book, and it's the Invincible Iron Man, and it's Thanos' first appearance. It's a sick pin. It's really cool. The next one I got is this other limited release, and I used to be big into collecting Disney pins. Now I really only collect Marvel ones, Star Wars ones, and limited release ones that are really cool. So I got this limited release Iron Man cartoon one, which I thought was really sick while I was there. And then the last one I picked up was, they have all these 100 anniversary pins, and one of them they had was Iron Man. So they're all Iron Man pins. They're all really cool. But yeah, those are the pins I got. Two vinyls this month. The first one, I may have gotten this one last month, and it was in last month's haul. I don't remember. I probably should have looked. But it's the album by the Jonas Brothers. It's a great album. John Bellion executive produced it. And John Bellion, as you guys know, is one of my favorite musicians. It's a great album. It's got some really great bangers on it. I saw it at Target. It's the Target exclusive vinyl. I guess it might be a special color or something. And I picked that up. And I saw this at Walmart. I saw Jackman, the new album from Jack Harlow. Say what you want about Jack Harlow. My camera ran out of memory, so I had to reset this up. But we're gonna do this live. I'm just gonna recalibrate this real quick. As I was saying with Jack Harlow's new album, Jackman. I listened to his last album, the one before that, and even I can admit that that's not objectively not a good album, except for Drake's verse on Churchill Down's great, but that's it. And Nailtech's pretty good too. But Jackman's a good album. I really enjoyed that album. I think he was very very personal and opened up a lot about the things he's thinking in his mind, and I respect that and liked it. I thought it was a good album. So sue me. Okay, time for the Blu-rays. What you all are waiting for? We got a pretty good stack this month. A lot of Disney, because like you guys know, I'm trying to build my Disney collection for my future children. And they've got the 100th anniversary slips, so I'm just going to try to get as many of those as possible because they're all the classic ones. First one we picked up, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon on 4K. I've heard that this is one of the greatest action movies of all time. It features Michelle Yeoh. So yeah, I'm going to check it out. I haven't watched it, but I saw that it was on sale at Best Buy, and I'm yep, I'm going to pick it up. Finally picked up The Whale. Still haven't watched this. Brendan Fraser. We'll see. I wanted to watch it before the Oscars, and I just never got around to it. So now I picked it up for my collection. All right, 4 Disney movies now. I'm going to run through them. They got 100th anniversary slips. That's why I picked them up. Like I said, I'm trying to grow my Disney collection. Frozen. I know, say what you will about the Frozens, because also I got Frozen 2. Say what you will. They're fun movies, and they're quintessential Disney now, so I felt like I would have been doing a disservice if I didn't add them to the collection. My girlfriend's going to love this one because she loves Tangled. Finally got Tangled in the collection, which is awesome. And the last one I picked up of the Disneys was the Mickey and Friends Classic Shorts Volume 2, which when I got the Volume 1, said those 2 are going to be my favorites because I love the classic Mickey and Friends shorts. Those are awesome. So I love those. And I'm very happy to have them in my collection. All right, now we got the 3 bangers of the month. They're all new releases, which are all movies that I actually enjoyed. The first one's Asteroid City. It'll eventually come out on Criterion, I know, but for now, I got it in my collection regular-wise. Good movie. I think I did a review on it. If I didn't, I enjoyed it. Talked about it in a month recap. It's a quality Wes Anderson. It's not his best. It's definitely not his worst. It's a good movie. And yeah, I'm happy to have it in my collection. Fast X. You know I had to buy it. I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoy the Fast franchise. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it is at this point. I'm just going to love these movies no matter what. And since the saga's coming to an end, I'm, getting a little sad, because I enjoy them. They're guilty pleasure movies for me. It's a great movie. I'm happy to have it in my collection, and it's all about family, man. It's all about family. Last one I picked up, one of my favorite movies of the year. The MCU hit a high once again. That's Guardians Volume 3. I did a video on this, so I'm not going to say a lot about it. But it's quality MCU. The MCU actually did something good for the first time in a while, and I needed this in my collection because not only did I love this movie, my girlfriend also loved this movie, and it is a whole lot of fun. It's a great way to end the trilogy. It's very sad, but like James Gunn knows how to invoke emotion. He has a clear vision, and he saw that vision out to the very end, and I really liked that. So, Guardians Volume 3, one of my favorites of the year so far. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys did this month. Let me know what you bought. Let me know what you saw. I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. I have a very good feeling that... Let me just confirm. I have like a solid-ish feeling that I'm going to do at least one other video this month. Let me see. One, maybe two. Honestly, maybe three. Depending. I'm going to see Bottoms tomorrow. From the time I'm recording this, I'm going to see Bottoms. That could be a banger for me. That seems like a movie that I'm like really going to enjoy. Because I loved Booksmart, and that kind of gives off Booksmart-ish vibes. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I think that could be a banger, so I might make a video on that movie. Dumb Money looks really good as well, which comes out this month. I believe it's limited release, so if it comes out in October wide, then the video will probably be in October, but it looks like one that I would also really enjoy. And The Creator, which is one of my most anticipated movies for the rest of the year. Everything I've seen, all the trailers and featurettes look incredible. It is a brand new sci-fi film that's not based on any IP. It's completely new, unless like I could be wrong just based on what I know. I think it's like just this new story. I'm very much looking forward to that and feel like I'm gonna love that movie too. So we could have a few videos this month. So buckle up. Oscar season's just around the corner as well. Dune got delayed, which made me sad, because that was my most anticipated movie for the rest of the year. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, basically long-winded way of saying you might have a few more videos this month than just next month's recap, which is very fun and exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the continued support. I know I hardly post on here anymore, but I still like coming in and checking in and seeing how y'all are doing. Thank you all so much. Have a rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.